Hey rugby fans, welcome back to my channel. Now my name is Ralph and welcome back to Rugby Fanatic. Now I thought in today's video we're breaking down the Springbok dominant performance against the Italianos. A second test with a commanding score of 45-0. Wow. Whew, that's a big score. I mean, actually that's a hiding. No good. Anyways, no stats overload, no fluff, just a clear, smart breakdown of what went right and how the team, reacted under pressure and why this win was more than just a scoreline. So, yeah, let's get started. This was a kind of performance we've been waiting for. I mean, after a shaky first test, the Boks responded like champions, down to 14 men after 22 minutes. And even 13 at one point. Yet it was all South Africa from start to finish. 7 tries, no points conceded. That's not just dominance. I mean, that's composure, discipline, and also the squad depth, all showing up at once. But yeah, I mean, my thoughts on the game, I thought, the Springbok, they were calm under pressure. I mean, when Wissa, got sent off. I mean, many teams will lose control, but not this one. I mean, the Boks regrouped and stuck to their systems and actually looked sharper with 14. That says a lot about their leadership and also trust in the plan. I thought their backline, their back three was probably the best back three that's ever looked in a while. I mean, slick hands, great support lines, and also confidence with ball in hand. It wasn't reckless, but it was measured attacking rugby, and Italy just couldn't live with it. I thought Moodie and Libbok link up well. I thought, Moodie had a standout game at the outside centre, strong on defence, clean in transition and also constantly looking for opportunities. His timing and running lines were spot on, and combination with Moodie Libbok was especially sharp. You can see a growing connection, which is exciting. I thought the DNA is intact. 2 tries from the Maul. That tells you everything. I mean, no matter how much we expand our game, but the Boks haven't forgotten who they are. Power rugby is still in their blood, and it's working. They were sharp on defence. I thought their defensive shape was excellent. Even with the less numbers, we never looked out of structure. Italy barely had a sniff. That level of discipline on defence, especially when stretched, is the mark of the team that's locked in. But yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. I thought their defense was sharp. And also, it was a special moment for Willie le Roux. I mean, his 100th, test match. A huge shout out to Willie le Roux. I mean, 100 test caps, that's elite company there. And he's been at the heart of the backline evolution for over a decade. And his game sense was full of display. Again, calm under pressure, always in the right, places, and he's still creating space for others, and a centurion performance in every sense. So yeah, congratulations on the veteran. And also other veterans as well that you cannot sleep on. Malcolm Marx was an absolute menace at the breakdown. Classic Marx, turnovers, momentum shifts, physical dominance. You just love to see it. And Peter Steph Toy, relentless, his work rate on defense, and then the carry gave him the team go forward, all game long. These are just guys setting the tone, and and the younger players are following as well. So yeah, I mean, good shift from the veterans, and also I guess in this game probably a few things needed to tighten up. Just watching this game, I think the red card was fair. I think the discipline kind of lacked, and we can't sugarcoat it. Against a top tier side, I mean, that could change the game, and there's still work to be done, and keeping that cool under pressure. I thought our lineouts early on, a few misfires in the first quarter. Italy didn't punish us, but teams like Ireland or France will. Small detail, big consequences later. I thought the kicking consistency, I think Libbok had a couple of misses earlier. Again, didn't matter when it's tight, I mean, those points matter and it's an area to sharpen. But yeah, I mean, overall, this wasn't just a big win, this was confident, composed, and clinical Springbok performance. Um, Credit to Italy, they weren't at their best, they stayed in the fight. They gave it the all, but the Boks made them look average. But that's the point. That's what great teams do, and that's why they're world champions for a reason. But yeah, I guess the Springboks showed a lot of depth, structure and also attacking variety. But when I think about it, the balance between power and flair, it's starting to feel more natural, and that's exciting, heading into the Rugby Championship. But yeah, they're building nicely. But also veterans leading the way, young guns, stepping up, Centurion celebrated in style. This is a book team building towards something special. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what stood out most for you, and are we starting to see a new book backline identity, and how do you rate the leadership under pressure? So yeah, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more rugby content. Thanks for tuning in, and keep supporting your rugby teams and keep the rugby spirit alive. And we will see you in the next video.